Alright, well, so today I'm going to be talking about how I get 500 plus free subscribers with 5 minutes of work per day through Twitter/X. So this might be a bit of a quicker video, I feel like, but I just want to talk about X a bit and using Xbot. So it's basically, in my opinion, it's not the highest of quality subscribers, but it's one of the easiest ways to get subscribers at the moment. Um, like there's not much involved in this, and it's very simple. And even if you only automate the retweet for retweet part, it really doesn't take much time out of your day. So pretty much how it works is we use this thing called Xbot, which you might have heard of. If you know who I am, I talk about it quite often, so you might have heard of it. It's basically a bot that automates a retweet for retweet on Twitter, and when you have accounts that you basically only do this, all you have to do is one new pin post per day, and other than that, that's that's literally it. Like that's why it takes like 5 minutes a day. So yeah, pretty much on the main accounts, like where you don't run the retweet for retweet, you can run it on the main account as well, but we use slave accounts, which I'll explain in a sec. But we basically don't do retweet for retweet on the main account because we want to keep the main accounts clean, where we just post. We do one new pin post per day, and we have a VA that does comment baiting. So obviously, it doesn't really take much time, even for the VA. To do like 100 comments, it'll take him probably like an hour and a half max, maybe 2 hours if he's slow. But like to do 100 comments, it doesn't take much time at all either. Even if you were to do it yourself, probably an hour. So yeah, but that's pretty much it really. For the main account, just one new pin post per day. We use this caption. I'm gonna write it here now quickly. We use this caption here called water. It's for some reason it's trending on Twitter. If you use this caption, it just does better than usual for some reason. I don't really know the reason behind it, but it just works. And yeah, so when you start off, you can do retweet for retweet on the main account if you don't have like slave accounts yet. But you can just start off with slave accounts where you just make slave accounts straight away. Some people don't do that. I think it's better that way, but you don't really have to. Now for the slave accounts, pretty much their whole purpose is literally just for retweet for retweet. You're doing retweet, and your message will say something like go retweet my main and an at of the model account, not this account. And everyone will then, even if they're using bots, everyone will then click on the at of that message and go retweet your main account. So that slave account, that's not the one that will get retweets. The slave account is just used to send the message and to do the retweeting. And that's pretty much it. So yeah, first of all, we use a VPS. For something like this, it's way better to use a VPS because this is sort of a thing that you want to run 24/7. So obviously, you don't want your PC to be on 24/7 with like 10, like however many bots you want to use. Each account equals one bot. So like if you want to have 10 slave accounts, you're gonna have to run 10 bots, right? No one wants 10 bots running at the same time on their actual PC, which is why it's best to use a VPS for this. And yeah, each account needs premium as well. This is literally just because the limits on when you have premium are a lot better. So when you're doing retweet for retweet 24/7 without premium, chances are you'll either get rate limited or even banned within literally the first like few days of doing it. Whereas if you have premium, chances are you won't be banned. It's good to do a warm up. Usually for warm up, I just recommend to do like the first week where you do only like 8 to 12 hours a day of these retweets, and then after that, that's when you can start doing like 24/7. But that's pretty much it. We don't use a proxy VPN. A lot of people worry about this on Twitter. Personally, for Twitter, I've literally never in my life used a proxy VPN, and it's never caused me an issue. A lot of people say it's needed. A lot of people say that you should use it. If you want to be safe, like if you don't trust what I'm saying right now and you want to be safe, then go ahead and use a proxy. But personally, from my experience, I've never used a proxy, and it's never caused me an issue either. And yeah, I already mentioned this. Find retweet group sellers in OFM VA groups. So pretty much, a lot of people, this is like sort of their main struggle, is they'll get the bot, they'll have everything ready, but then they won't know where to get retweet groups. And a lot of people over confuse this part, or they're just lazy. Like a lot of people just don't admit that they're lazy. It's literally as simple as just going into OFM VA groups and saying, I want to buy retweet groups, DM me. You can literally say that. You can use a middleman in case they're a scammer or in case they give you like fake low quality groups. Then you can use a middleman to get a refund, and you can keep doing that until you find a good seller. Right? It's as simple as that. Like a lot of people DM me saying I've been looking for a group seller for like a month now. I'm like, bro, like it literally takes like I think the longest it ever took me to find a new seller is probably like 30 minutes. Like just don't be lazy and just search for one. You know, I don't like recommending retweet group sellers because there's so many. Like even the sellers that I use sometimes give other people bad groups, and they end up blaming me on it. So I've stopped giving people retweet group sellers just for that reason. Just don't be lazy. Do it like spend some time into your business, and you'll literally find it within like 30 minutes. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Export pretty like overall, it is very simple. It's just automating retweet for retweet, right? There's not much. That's pretty much all we do for Twitter. Obviously comment baiting as well, but overall, this is literally the main thing we do. We do like 20 plus slaves per model, but you can start with like three, four, five. I'd recommend around that amount, like 3 to 5. If you're doing less than that amount, you're not going to get too many subscribers, unless you've got really high quality groups. You're not going to get much more than like 100 free subs. Um, so yeah, that's why I recommend doing that amount. Now the Xbot website, I'm not a developer of it, by the way. We just affiliating with it because we recommend it a lot. We've been using it for a while now. The Xbot website is down currently, so you can't buy it off the website, which is why I've not mentioned it here. But if you do want access to Xbot, just DM me on Telegram. We also have our own discount code. You'll get 20% off if you basically DM me saying that you want it. So yeah.